Hello everyone, welcome to yet another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena. Today we are going to be furthering our journey with this new series called Blackouts. Yes, hope you got an idea, a rough idea about what we are going to be doing throughout this series. Today being the third session, let's get started with our tile. I have a square tile in front of me and I'm going to be adding a tangle called Nick. Yes, again, it is more of a texture tangle, lot of line work. I've started from one side and going to add these diamond shape in between two parallel lines like this. Yes, that's the basic of the tangle nick. Again, I'm going to start with the second line. Again, add some V shapes in between and then add the same on the other side to convert it into a diamond shape like this. I'm going to fill up the tile with this tangle today. If you wish to insert some more tangles, you can always do that using my Micron PN. Doing the same exercise, two parallel lines and some diamonds in between. Like this. Yes, then rotate the tile. I will do the same on the other side. If you want, you can add some other tangle here. Yes. Drawing behind. Slowly take your time. Trying to make sure that they are not falling in line, but instead they are arranged in a zigzag kind of a fashion. Yes, something like this. Yeah, the second step, I'm going to add a little more thickness to one side like this. Yes, and then fill up the rest of the space with further auras. So as I mentioned, it's pure line work. You can add some bit of inking inside, but as I mentioned earlier also, let's avoid that. Yes, since we want the drama to be added by our blackout tangle. Again, add a little weight to one side. And then I'm going to add an aura simultaneously from both the sides. Like this. Yes. Take your time. Slowly. Lots of lines here. Don't haste up. Go slow. Yes, like this. Inside here, it is up to you what do you want to add. Yes, we shall see that later. Let's first fill up the entire space with auras. So little weight there on one side. And then the same exercise. Take your time. Yes. So again, I'm going to add the second layer. These small little spaces formed in between, you can aura it separately like this. Yeah. So continue in the same fashion. Draw at your own pace. Like this. Yeah. I'm still continuing with the same exercise. Adding auras. Both sides simultaneously. Like this. Small little spaces, enclosures. You can just aura them independently. Take your time. Yes. So I'm going to complete this. Draw at your own pace. Slowly. It's just line work. Auras. Simple tangle to draw. If you don't want to add diamond shapes, you can also add ovals in between. Even that looks nice. It will have a different look. Play around. As I keep saying, this is just an idea. Make it your own. Create your own. Yes. So I shall finish adding these lines. You take your own time. So I'm done with the exercise. Now in between these diamond shapes, you can add any tangle of your choice. Yes. So let's see, what do we want to. I would have added cubine, but I don't want that bold inking. Yes, inside cubine. So probably we can add Emingle. Yes. So Emingle is a simple tangle to draw. I did draw it in our first session of this series. Yes, it gels well with the tangles around like a jigsaw puzzle. Tangle Emingle just blends with the background. Otherwise, probably I would have gone with cubine if you had to if you wanted to add some drama to the tangle. But I mentioned earlier, we don't want that drama in the background. Yes. So Emingle is a good idea. So this tile looks like an electrical circuit board. Not that I intended to make that, but yes, somewhat looks like that. Adding the tangle Emingle inside the diamond shapes. As I mentioned, you can add any other tangle. Try not to add drama tangles inside. Take your time. Simple tangle to draw. Gels well with the rest of the tangle nick. Yes. and the last one here. That's about it. Our background is ready. Yes. Now I'm going to place a tangle called Icanthis over it, but it can be a little tricky to draw. Yes, so if you're not very sure, please draw with your pencil. I'm going to probably start with my not that bold pen, give a nice curve, and then again give another curve, give another curve, and then bring the crinkly line down. Again another curve. But I am going to show what I am doing, just that I am first adding that outline. Yes, so what I have done here is added that bold petal shape that we have in Icanthis, the curl underneath, and then again some shaky lines, another curl, and then again some shaky lines, and brought it back here. Again a nice curl, again some shaky lines, a nice curl, the leafy shape, and the shaky lines. Now I'm going to completely ink this part. Probably what we'll add inside with our white is just the center stem and nothing else. Yes, so that's one Icanthis, and probably we will add one or two more. It's a small tile, so I think even one would be enough. So these curls are not to be inked. Yes, leave it the way it is. Ink the rest. Use a bolder nib. Take your time. It's a nice Icanthis leaf. So I am done with my inking. That's one, and probably you can add one smaller. So I'm just taking a cue from this, and then a probably smaller one with just two petals. Like this. Yeah. So a lot of our background is getting hidden under this black, but that's fine. That's what the series is all about. Enjoy the blacks. Almost finishing with my inking there. Just adding a little more. Probably you can curl it and add a small one here. Something like this. Yes, so these are two of them, and I don't want to add more. I just want to keep it to two. Yes, and then I'm going to use my jelly roll and add a nice center stem like this. Yes, I will also add a curl to the leaves, but these things are again optional. I don't think it is looking nice, but I don't know, maybe we can add it. The curls, I don't think that it's looking nice, so I'm going to cover it. Yes, I don't like the curls with the white. Let it be limited to the stems. Yes, well, you can add more stems though, like this. Yes, and then going to the next one, nice and flowy stems. The jelly roll can be a little tricky to work with at times. Maintain the nice delicate look. Yes, looks nice. Now I'm going to use my brush pen, the watercolor brush, and I'm going to add some shadow. Well, as I mentioned, you can always use your graphite pencil to do that, just that it is a little easier and you don't have to blend it. It just adds nice shadow underneath. Yes, so I'm going to keep it to one side, and now I'm going to shade the rest of my tile. Yes, so we can shade our nick now. So I'm going to shade along this bold line like this. Add graphite on the side of the bold line like this. You can add here also. Now that your blackout tangle is done, you can shade the rest of the tile. So the bold line is like a shadow. It is giving us a direction where to shade. Yes, we are shading along the bold line. Yes, let us first shade this much. Probably we can touch a little on the Emingle. I'm just giving slight touch on the Emingle. And then blend. You can add a little here. So take the graphite away, but don't cover the entire thing, because we would like to use some bit of chalk and create a nice high and low. So when I was kind of thinking about doing this series, I did my tile in two ways. I first drew the blackout tangle, and then I drew around, and another tile that I drew the entire tile, which in fact I already had one such tile, and then I drew over it. And when I compared the two, I somehow find found that this looks a little better. I don't know why, because it looks like superimposed. Yes, and not the other tangles don't look like being drawn behind, and the two look different. Try it out. Yeah, drawing over an already drawn tile and drawing the drama or the blackout tangle first and then drawing behind, the two look different. And that's how I decided that I would rather go with this method. Yeah, I'm using my chalk now to highlight the other half where we have not added graphite. Gives a nice high and low effect. Yes, wherever you want to add. So try both the things. I tried both ways and I found this better. I'm now going to place some nice black pearls floating around. Yes, always a nice way to embellish your tile. Black pearls come very handy and look nice. Yes, one last here. So that's another simple tile. Just redoing that space so that the lines, yeah, you can, if you want, erase these lines with your jelly roll, but I like it that way. Yes, so that's another tile. I'm going to close my tile here. Put in your chop somewhere cozily, write your name, whatever you feel like. Must sign and date your tile always. Be proud of your creation. Yes, always appreciate, embrace it, be grateful. So I shall see you again with some more sessions on the blackout concept. Yes, till then, have a good time. Bye bye.